Welcome to Technology Bytes. It's That Stupid Podcast. Rev here.
RJ here.
And it's May 20th, 2014, and we're about to drop last week's Technology Roundup.
Round up.
Speaking of Roundup, round one goes to T-Mobile.
Again.
Yeah, I like T-Mobile. Well, I really don't like T-Mobile.
They need to stop canceling on basically every deal that they make just so they can get a little extra cash.
So right now, if you haven't noticed, T-Mobile's got a deal potentially to be acquired by Sprint. A few years ago, they were going to be acquired potentially by AT&T.
Yeah, that worked out well.
T-Mobile. Yeah, it did work out for T-Mobile because AT&T had to pay T-Mobile $4 billion.
Because they couldn't decide if they wanted to shit or get off the pot.
Well, basically, they couldn't get past the FTC.
Mm-hmm.
Sprint was one of the big players who got all up in arms about that. Now Sprint wants to buy T-Mobile, and their parachute clause, if it fails, is $1 billion.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I hate $1 billion. That would be like... Literally, whoever's getting that money is Bruce Wayne. That's just how it goes
I think
down.
so. I think we're funding the Batman program.
We are.
Apparently.
Anyway, so what's the situation with it?
Well, basically, right now it's in its early stages, as you know. But I would look for probably sometime in June to see this hitting probably the Senate and the FTC for voting. We'll see what happens later in this year. It'll take 6 months before we really hear anything definitive.
And it'll probably end up just like Comcast. Pretty much they're going to look at it and go, oh yeah, that's fine. I don't care. Whatever. Just get it out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
Tack it off to the bill and something else.
So round two, leaving T-Mobile for just a moment, the FDA just approved the first bionic arm.
Oh, that's right. The guy from the
guy who made the
Segway
has also done a prosthetic limb that has multiple simultaneous movements based on nerve-ending transmissions.
Now, as far as I know, this has actually been a working project for like the last 5 years.
Yeah, he's been working on it for a while, and this is huge, people. This is absolutely huge because this is literally, we're talking multi-movement, which means knuckle movement at the same time.
It's many points of articulation.
And it happens all simultaneously, just like your human hand does.
You're going to get such a kung fu grip out of this thing.
So, and that's been approved. You're going to start seeing human clinical trials very soon, as in this year very soon.
Wow.
So that's a really very cool.
That's going to be awesome.
Round three. Why does Google hate RSS?
Google hates pretty much everything that's not Google.
So, they killed Google Reader. We all know that, right?
They destroyed Google Reader.
Did you know that you can't subscribe? Well, actually, not yet. I think this happens in June is when the final cutoff is. But basically, if you like YouTube and like our YouTube and you like to get our RSS feed from YouTube,
it's not going to happen anymore. Yeah, they're turning it off.
They're killing the RSS. Why does Google hate RSS?
I can actually tell you the answer to this. It's not that Google hates RSS. Google hates anything that's not associated with their accounts, period. So what it is they want you to actually have to go to YouTube so they can get ad revenue for you getting to there to see the new content. Instead of having it through an RSS feed on whatever reader or program or blah.
Still lame. Just going to say it's lame.
Agreed.
So, but Google hates RSS. And I guess the last big technology news that a roundup piece that I wanted to hit is about the Xbone.
Oh, all right. I'm listening. He's getting into my area of
little Xbox news. In June of this year, Xbox is about to get a whole lot better.
Well,
it's a whole lot
should
better.
we give them that? Because we're talking about that tomorrow on Game Changer. Or are you referencing the gold changes?
I'm referencing gold changes.
Go gold.
Not your
Stay
Game
gold,
Changer.
Pony Boy.
So, for those of you who have purchased Xbox Gold only because you have either a Hulu and or Netflix subscription,
or HBO Go, etc.,
guess what?
You're probably going to get your money back.
You're probably going to get your money back, and more importantly, you can kill your Xbox Gold, go down to Xbox Silver, which is free, and you're going to be able to watch Hulu. You're going to be able to watch HBO Go, Netflix, all that good stuff.
You're going to be able to watch any
They're cutting the
entertainment
paywall.
that is not usage as far as I... And actually, I'm not confident of this, but they've spoken that the Comcast app may also no longer be gold as well. We will find full details after E3.
And I think, I have a feeling that you're right. And there's a Verizon Fios app, there's a Time Warner app, there's a Comcast app, there's apps for everybody now. But they're cutting the paywall, and that's pretty huge, actually.
That's actually been a huge complaint about Xbox for as long as I can remember.
Why pay an extra $70 a year? Because I can go buy a Roku for $70, one-time fee, and watch all that stuff.
And do the same thing.
Yeah.
Plus, you got Sony's been free for pretty much ever since they got all the apps.
Yeah, exactly.
Now they don't have a lot of the same apps that Xbox does, but for Netflix, Hulu, etc., it is free.
Right. Apple TV even has Netflix and Hulu and HBO Go now.
Now, don't go cutting your account just yet.
No,
because this isn't going to be finalized until probably the middle of June.
Right.
We're thinking it's probably going to be after the E3 announcement.
Right.
But the biggest thing is, here's the downside to your refund. You're not even going to be able to apply for a refund for 2 months.
Yeah.
So Microsoft's kind of going, oh yeah, you'll get a refund. You'll get a refund. They'll never remember.
Yeah, well, and that's the way promotions and refunds and credits work.
If you follow us on Facebook, we will make sure
We will
that you
keep you up
know
to date.
when and where you can apply for your
Absolutely.
Xbox
We'll keep you up to
Live refund. I'm gonna be. I don't know if I can justify it or not because I use Xbox Live, but it wouldn't be bad if I could sneak a free year out of
And
them.
if they stick around tomorrow for Game Changer, they're gonna know why they probably want to stay with Xbox Gold.
That is the truth.
So look forward for that tomorrow. But it's a couple big pieces of news. Now, you may have noticed that I've neglected Apple.
Oh, is that because we're doing something on Wednesday?
That's right. So Wildcard Wednesday this week is all Apple's news and rumors. And there's so much of it that it would have just blown Technology Bytes to bits.
And as we're trying to cut these things down to smaller pieces.
So stick around for Wednesday. We're going to hit that. Tomorrow's Game Changers. More Xbox news for that. Coming up on Thursday, what do we got?
Pop culture.
And Friday is
the best of, and we're doing, was it bands or artists of all
our
time?
favorite artists, musicians, bands of all time. Our top 5. And we've got a little battle you're going to see because he does not like my list at all.
Stick around for that. Every day, new episode of content. That Stupid Podcast.
We'll see you tomorrow.
I like it.
Felt like about 5 or 6 minutes.
That
right?
still was good. That was good. I think you ran a little fast with it, but I think we'll adjust to the